Welcome to the platform. I'm Tashila, the founding director of Unalome Consultancy, a consultancy that's really built on clarity, compassion, and courageous leadership. So Unalome has been in the pipeline for about 6 years. It has been designed and built on my personal experience from working in the corporate world to working as a professional executive coach. And what's really brought this company to life is really the grey space. So Unalome has primarily been born from observations throughout my career, working in the corporate world. There is a grey space out there that I just felt we needed a platform to share that learning. Everything that I do, everything that I strive to do is founded on integrity, on empathy, and just genuinely what makes a leader great. Regardless of what level you sit at, you will still lead, you will still influence. However, my observations of how the corporate world work didn't really align with my values and beliefs. So therefore, I set up a company that enables me to perform in line with my values and beliefs. It's really apparent at the moment that the organisation is launching in a climate where leadership, to be honest, isn't that great, especially in the powers that are above. I value leading on my integrity, on my empathy, and on my corporate responsibility. And I do not want to ignore the elephant in the room right now. The world is in a place right now where it's just not great. People are suffering. People are doing unexplainable things in positions of power. And I will not sit here and use this platform and not speak out about it. It's something that's really, really important to me. And if you want to work with this organisation, if you want to work with my company, then I really, really value people's beliefs and values that align with my own. And that's really, really important to just put out there. So if you do not stand on the side of humanity, you really, really won't have a place in my organisation. Anyway, enough about that. Unalome was founded after I had my first son. So as a working mum, I decided that the corporate world was just not a place where I found it conducive to effectiveness or conducive to people's success. I felt that it was very pigeonholey. I felt that practices were possibly not done at their best. And also, when you're looking at human resources, you are looking at the human aspect. And my work is primarily about getting people to understand that we are not machines, we are not corporate cogs, we are humans. And the best way to get the best out of people is by treating people like people. Very, very simple. So yeah, here we are. And my role is to ensure that leadership instills that value and that purpose and that drive into their workforce rather than leading on fear. I work across an array of industries, which is the one thing that I absolutely love about this company. We work from a corporate background to a sporting background. We do a lot of work within the sports industry around strategy and looking at the brain, and looking how athletes do really function and how you can get your best out of an athlete, so you get the coach. But I think the ultimate goal is to make every single client more efficient, more effective, and also more successful in life. That's what we're here for, and that's what we do. So this platform is really a disruptor. I want to disrupt people's thinkings in how we take forward leadership, and how we lead ourselves internally. I do think there's a lot of change that needs to happen, and in my experience, by making these changes, you will be more efficient and more successful in whatever route that you take. But we will be talking about topics that are a little bit, all I'm going to say is get comfortable, being uncomfortable. There are a lot of outdated practices that organisations still, want to continue, and I will be shining a light on those practices to take, to pioneer a way forward, which is what I think is really, really important. Whether it's navigating workplace conflict, transforming leadership practices, being better within yourself, embedding values into organisation culture, understanding strategy, we are really here to help you with that. I guess one of our biggest strengths is absolutely managing conflict. We have a lot of work in conflict. What makes us different? I guess that would be around the bespoke service that we offer. We are incredibly good at adapting our approach to our client. And I think that comes from working across multiple sectors. When you're dealing with an athlete, you will understand the landscape of how that athlete works. When you're dealing with corporate, you will understand the corporate dynamic, the corporate makeup of where that client works. So I guess it is around building bespoke packages, one-on-one packages, or also organisation packages as well. Because to really, really tackle organisation culture, it does come from the top, and we need to start instilling the right way. And the right way isn't going to be the same for every single corporate organisation. That is where we work one-to-one with you, and we really, really bring that vision to life. My main aim is to really, really get the conversation started about what is it really like out there. We get great theories and great organisations that are, saying the right things, but are they doing the right things? And that's where I really want to get under the skin. This platform is purely about starting that conversation. It's a huge interest of mine. It's a huge interest of people that I work with. So I really wanted to create a space, that does that. I am not comfortable by any means in front of a camera, not even a computer. And so I guess this really, really provides that space for me to grow myself, but also share my thoughts with everyone, with an audience, and also encourage conversation. So if you want to reach out, please reach out, subscribe to the channel, and engage with us. We are here to start conversations. We are here to learn. We are here to grow. So please do engage, please reach out. And if there is any way that we can help, we absolutely will. Stay tuned for more content, and we really, really look forward to starting this journey with you. Another industry that we are really, really excited to work with is the care industry. There's a lot of work to do there around the values of the people that care for people. They are front line. What can we do to make their lives better so that can make an impact on other people's lives as well? So whether you're a local authority, working in healthcare, a support worker, a social worker, there is a pathway for you. Unalome in its basic form means pathway. That is what we do. We create pathways for people to success. So we're ready, we are excited, and we look forward to this next chapter of really launching what we are doing privately, but a little bit more on a social platform. So please join in the conversation. Let us know what you want to talk about, and let's just get started. Ultimately, we are adaptable. We are very experienced, and I guess this new social chapter is really, really exciting for us. A lot of work that we do is usually behind the scenes of the person, the expert. So this is really like the first time that we are broadcasting or talking about what we intend to do, and the whole reason that we are doing this is to share knowledge, because if you don't know about it, you won't know it exists. Yes, there are plenty of coaches in their own right that do phenomenal work, and I do build associateships with those coaches. However, I do believe that we do bring something different to the table. We bring a different energy, we bring a different perspective, and we bring versatility and adaptability to our clients. And yeah, we are really here to make impact. We're here to disrupt. We're here to start the conversation. We're here to pioneer a new way, because let's face it, the biggest driver behind what I do is my kids. And would I feel comfortable for my kids to be working or to be part of society as it is at the moment, or the corporate world? No, I wouldn't. It is about changing the mindset and changing the scope of how we work. And the sooner that leaders can jump into this, the sooner that athletes can understand this, the sooner that the social care industry understand how to tackle the problems that we face, the better it is going to be for generations that come. We, in Unalome, we literally design pathways to care. We design pathways to how to attain success. So it was a no-brainer to create an educational pathway to really not gatekeep information. I am not a gatekeeper. No one that works within the organisation is a gatekeeper. We are all about spreading information, spreading the word, and ultimately helping as many people get to success as possible. Because if our clients don't thrive, if they're not successful, then we're not successful in what we do for a living. So that is who we are. That's a quick intro into the organisation, and we really, really look forward to starting more discussions. Anything you need, just reach out.